Evening, everybody, or afternoon, I should say. We're doing GCSE DT. If you've got any DT friends that you think would benefit from the live, please share. It's really hard to see you guys' comments whilst I'm on live. Okay, we're carrying on with the June 23 paper. Okay, thank you for sharing, Ruby. Okay, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Okay, can you guys hear me well? Can you see the paper well? Right, we're going straight in with, you did this paper last week. Oh, was it a mock exam that you had last week? Okay, let's get into it, and then you can, have you had it marked already? It was your books. Okay, so different products are made in different volumes using the production methods in the table below. So you got prototype / one-off, batch, mass, and continuous. This one looks confusing. Okay, so this is how different products are made, like the scale of production. So prototype and one-off means just making one. Okay, batch is a small amount. Mass is like a larger amount, and continuous is like continually making things. For example, like water bottles, they'll just be continuous production. If you think to Primark, in Primark, you have things that are constantly in stock. So socks, cami vests, leggings, jeans, they are always in stock. So they will always be in continuous production. Mass produced will be like a collection. Batch will be a very small collection. So like the Rita Ora collection, for example. And then one-off, you would get that, like if you was to get a prom dress bespoke made, that would be the one-off. Okay, so it says just to discuss the advantages and disadvantages of each. So you're just going to talk about what's good and bad about all four, and it's for 8 marks. So we're going to do each one and give an example, and then we'll get the 8 marks. For this question, because it's discuss and not evaluate, you haven't got to give a conclusion at the end. You could just sort of like do a tennis match of good, bad, good, bad, good, bad, and then end it. Okay, so we'll talk about one-off. So one-off production is used to make what? Does anybody know what one-off production is used to make? What type of products? Custom, good. Custom products that are unique therefore, what can we say about the price of a one-off product? Do you think they'll be expensive, or do you think they'll be cheap? Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the gifts. If you're in the live, I hope you're taking part in the lesson, not just here to mess about. And not naming names, please. Okay, so one-off products, are they going to be expensive or the lower end price-wise? What do we think? If you guys continue to argue in the comments, I'll have to mute you. Well done, Mary. They're going to be expensive. Thank you, because they're limited. Thank you, Miss Monique. You're a teacher. Therefore, they would be expensive. So I'll put they're not available to the masses. Okay. The disadvantage is that not everybody will be able to afford them. Yeah, this is AQA, says it there. Okay, we're going to talk about batch. So batch production is used to create a specific number of products. What is one of the advantages? Oh, sorry, I was on live last week. You must have not seen it. What is one of the advantages of batch production? Anyone know? Okay, it is slightly cheaper, more available, but if you're making items in small batches, then you can easily make changes. For example, if you're printing a batch of wallpapers in one colour, you can then change and make a different colourway. Or if you're printing phone cases or T-shirts, you can just make a slight change to colours and then continue the print. So it allows you to make small changes. Oh, we forgot to put an example in the first one. So I would say, for example, a tailored suit. It allows you to make small changes during production. For example, different coloured prints on T-shirts. How did it go, Luke? Oh, it went well, well done. A disadvantage is that it requires a skilled person. I don't do A-levels, sorry, Brittany. An hour and 30 is not a full paper. The AQA paper is 2 hours. If the designs are complex. So your teacher would have cut it. Did you do it in class, Brittany? That's what I had to do for my class. I cut it down. I don't understand how they've just only given you this amount of space. I'm only on the second one. My mock, only 1 hour. What would be taken out? They would have taken an hour and a half. So my class had 80 minutes, and I took out quite a few questions. I took out 30 marks worth. I don't teach food, Bobby. Sorry. My colleague teaches it. I wonder if she would be happy to do it. Like, she could use my account, couldn't she? It'd still be costly. Okay, mass produced. Mass production is for items that are consistently used. For example, fridges. Can you add Pearson IT media? Oh, I'm so sorry. I only teach DT, love. So a disadvantage is that it costs a lot to set up. I will be doing this revision every week until the GCSE exam in June. So it would be really good if you could just make this your weekly revision. Even if you don't do any other revision yourself outside of this would be still great for you, because I did this from Easter last year and it made a world of difference. It's design technology, it's not food. I'm going to read this out in a sec. I'm in year 10, but this will be good for me. Yeah, definitely. I wish my current year 11 started this in year 10. Right, my writing's getting a bit messy now, so I'm tired. Okay, here we go. I'm going to read this out. I didn't get to do the fourth one, but continuous is similar to mass. It's just like low-skilled staff. Machines can run 24/7. Factories can use commercial production techniques. They can make production lines that run 24/7. They're for simple products like water bottles, screws, zips, switches, resistors, other components. I know, but is that actually a subject? Yes, actually a subject. Some schools call it resistant materials, so it's all woodwork. Okay, so I'm going to read out the answer. One-off production is used to make custom products that are unique. Therefore, they will be expensive because they're not available to the masses. The disadvantage will be that not everyone can afford them. For example, a tailored suit. Batch production is used to create a specific number of products. It allows you to make small changes during production. For example, different coloured prints on t-shirts, full stop. A disadvantage is that it requires a skilled person if the designs are complex, which means it will still be costly. Mass production is for items that are consistently used, for example, fridges. A disadvantage is that it costs a lot to set up the factories that make them, but an advantage is that the machines can run through the night. Okay? When it comes to scales of production, it's going to be the same. Do you guys want to screenshot that? I've brought it closer for you. So you've got 3 seconds. 2, 1. Okay. I've got to go a bit higher, so, okay. All right, moving on to question 21. So, describe how prototypes help designers to ensure a product is fit for its intended purpose. You're welcome. Give examples in your answer. So, can anyone tell me what a prototype actually is? What is a prototype? What is a prototype? A model of a product. Perfect. Well done, Lily. The beginning of a design, a small design before the real thing. Good. Right, scale. Okay, so you're giving me answers to this question, yeah? So, the basis of a product and its overall idea. Do you know YouTube videos are on YouTube? They're on YouTube. An example is a product tested before full release. Daniel, your comment's been hidden, but I can see it. Well done. All right, so why or how do products help designers to make sure the product is fit for its purpose? So most of the time, a designer will have a client, okay? So prototypes can be shown to the client to ensure the designer is meeting their needs. Now remember, you guys are all doing coursework, yeah? So if you think about your coursework and think about the steps that you've taken in section A, yeah, every Monday, Lily, 5:30 till 6:30. Think about the process that you're going through and the story that you're telling with your coursework. You've made up a client, or you've got a client in mind, and you're going through that process of designing with them in mind. You're also trying to ensure that you have a product that functions well. So for this, you can say prototypes help to check the product functions correctly, and what's the word that I'm looking for? Correctly and starts with an S. Thank you for the follows. Correctly and safely. Well done. Correctly and safely. This allows for changes to be made before final production. The 2024 one, I'm not going to get the 2024 one. I'm not going to do that one on here. It's too recent. We start the live at 5:30, so it's only 20 minutes ago. I've only done one question so far. So one thing we can talk about is quality control. So prototypes help to ensure a good... Okay, we can talk about ergonomics. Thank you, Miss Monique. A good quality product will be made. We forgot to put any examples in here, okay? For example, making sure measurements are accurate. And then lastly, prototypes can ensure products fit well, considering ergonomics. For example, and you could use the example that they gave you earlier, coming up next, the bag, to make sure it's comfortable. Exactly. For example, making sure, sometimes you just look in the paper and you find some answers. A rucksack fits the user well. The exam boards are different, but I'm doing an Excel as well with my year 10s, and the knowledge is the same, if you know what I mean. So if you know this and it comes up in an Excel paper, it's not going to be any different just because it's Excel. You can contact via TikTok, just DM. Okay, so prototypes can be shown to the client to ensure the designer is meeting their needs. Prototypes help to check the product functions correctly and safely. So here we could put something like, for example, what example could we put for functioning correctly and safely? I don't do A-level, sorry. It's all right, Tom. For example, what can we put for functioning correctly and safely? What example can we add? Well done, Mary. Seatbelt. Seatbelts in a car. Please do Excel sometimes. Okay, I'll do Excel next week. How about that? This allows for changes to be made before final production. Prototypes help to ensure a good quality product will be made. For example, making sure measurements are accurate. You could put a product there. So you could say like a bird box or something. Anything for measurements, yeah? And then you could say, lastly, prototypes can ensure products fit well, considering ergonomics. For example, making sure, missed out a word, a rucksack fits the user well. Does that make sense? Okay, here we go. If I come close, you can do your screenshots. 3, 2, 1. You've got your screenshot. Okay. Yep, you can screenshot. Did you get it? Right. Turn it over. So we've got these 2 bags, and we're going to analyze and evaluate in terms of, you're welcome, in terms of suitability for the user. Now, not being funny, right? This word here, suitability, I have seen people confuse this word with sustainability. Just read carefully, please. Okay? It's suitability for the user, okay? So in what ways are these bags suitable for the user? We know the user is a child, yeah, because it says up here, for 2 bags are used by children to carry belongings and equipment. Okay, so how is the rucksack suitable for the user? Let me get a separate piece of paper. And do you know what? You can use the notes section. Yeah? Hang on, I just got to put my shoe on. Let me get a paper, hang on. Right. We have to talk about positives and negatives, yeah? Because it says to evaluate. So, let's do the rucksack first. Rucksack. So do positives and negatives. Okay, let's talk about some positives of how that rucksack is suitable for the user. Lightweight. Waterproof. Adjustable straps. Are we just going to quote this? Okay, that's 3 things, yeah? Any negatives? Because we've got to evaluate, we've got to give a negative. So what do you think could be a negative about this? Okay, whenever you see something that's got like quite a nice design like this, just assume that it's expensive, yeah? So we'll talk about the price as a negative. Isn't compactable, so like doesn't fold away. Doesn't fold away. Yeah. All right, so let's do the drawstring bag. So, any positives for the drawstring bag? Positives for the drawstring bag. So lightweight, I'm gonna put LW, waterproof, WP, affordable. Any negatives for the drawstring bag? Is simple going in negative or positive? Easy to break. So the strings do pop out. I've had these bags before. Plain design, yeah, not aesthetics. You mean like quite plain? What about? I think the main thing with these bags are if you've got shoes in there and then you've got PE kit in there, you're rummaging around a lot. It's not organised, so lack of organisation. So your keys fall to the bottom and it's just annoying. Yeah, no compartments, so that's no organisation. All right, so we've got enough to do this 6 marker, okay? So to get 6 marks, it says thorough analysis and evaluation of both bags. So you have to mention both in here. Considering their suitability for children to use, all right? So let's just basically turn these into a paragraph. It's not asking us to compare, by the way. It's asking you to talk about them as separate products. I don't know where to put this without getting confused. Okay. So we can say the rucksack is lightweight. Why does that make it suitable for a child? Because at the end of the day, that's what the question is asking. We can say it's... thank you. Thanks, Jim. We can say it's lightweight. That's a fact. But what does that mean for the user? Thank you, Evie. So it's easy to carry and won't cause back/shoulder pain. However, the fact that it has many compartments and a bold print means it will be expensive. Okay. Then the drawstring bag, which we don't have much space here. I'm surprised. Is my writing just big, maybe? I'm gonna put DS bag because you guys know what I mean. The drawstring bag is waterproof. So belongings such as PE kit can stay dry if it rains. However, so it's called a single storage space, yeah? Do we have to mention all the positives and negatives? No, I'm just going to do one of each. One positive, well explained. One negative, well explained for each bag. However, the single storage space means the user cannot organize their belongings and will spend time searching for things. Right. Oops, something fell. No, you don't have to mention them all. The mark scheme says a thorough analysis and evaluation of both bags, considering the suitability for children to use, 5 to 6 marks. To get 3 to 4 marks, it says good analysis and simple evaluative points of one or more bags. Yeah, so for that, you could have just talked about one bag. Yeah, I did textiles. I did DT with textiles as my specialism. So, yeah, we've mentioned a positive and a negative for that one, and a positive and negative for that one, and we've explained it well. So both, but one positive and one negative. Yep. So talk about both, a positive and a negative, but explain it. Don't just say, oh, it's lightweight. You have to say it's lightweight, meaning that. Yeah? It's waterproof, meaning that. Explain. Because when you just state something, you are analysing. When you give the reasons why it's good or bad, that's when you're evaluating. Yeah? So don't just go, oh, it's lightweight. We know that. It says it there. But what does it mean? I thought 6. Yeah, I mean, that is... So let me read it out. The rucksack is lightweight, meaning it is easy to carry and won't cause back/shoulder pain. However, the fact that it has many compartments and a bold print means it will be expensive. The drawstring bag is waterproof, So belongings such as PE kit can stay dry if it rains. However, a single storage space means the user cannot organise their belongings and will spend time searching for things. There you go. 50% of it is coursework. And the coursework involves a practical element. Do you know what? I just realised there's more space to write up there. I should have just written it there. Okay. Now we're going to talk about ergonomics and anthropometrics. Now, ergonomics. Does anybody know what ergonomics is about? What does ergonomics mean? Need a drink. My throat is dry. Don't know. Okay. Ergonomics is about things being comfortable. So how are products made to be comfortable? How are products made to be easy to use? Okay. How is it made to fit/interact with the human body? Okay. So looking at these two, they've made a grippy rubber handle here. That's ergonomic, yeah? They've made thick carry straps here. That's ergonomic because that will sit nicely on the shoulder. Make sure that, this thin strap here, if you've got a lot of content in the bag, then the weight of that is going to cause a lot of pressure on your shoulders with these thin straps. It will dig. It's the 2023 paper, yeah? We're busy here. I've just got to mute someone quickly. Give me a sec. Okay, so I'm going to go straight in with this one. Also, anthropometrics is about measurements, yeah? So anthro is human, and then metrics is measurements. All right. So, the rucksack has ergonomic features such as a carry handle for an alternative way of transporting it. Sorry, that's my emails. The handle also has a rubber grip for comfort. So back to looking at it. We can talk about the opposite, which is the drawstring bag. So you could say, however, how much did you get on GCSE? You talking to me? I got an A. It was called an A back then. I just showed you okay, you're getting muted because I've already showed it to you and you're just interrupting. Sorry, but I don't have the patience for it. We're trying to actually do lesson. Okay. However, the drawstring bag, it's just one paper for DT. We only do one written paper. However, the drawstring bag would not be comfortable if filled up because the thin straps would dig into the shoulders. Can you show the pull page 16? What do you mean? I think you mean full page. Does that help? I'm going to talk about these clasps here because the bag latches shut. No problem. So the clasps on the rucksack would be made to fit the hands of 95% of children from its target market. Okay, let's read out this answer. So if you want a screenshot, you can. So anthropometrics is a study of human measurements. So here, you got anthro, human, metrics, measurements. Okay. So the rucksack has ergonomic features such as a carry handle for an alternative way of transporting it. You're welcome. The handle also has a rubber grip for comfort. You could also add in here about the size of the handle. So you could say the size of the handle will be made to fit 95% of its target audience. However, the drawstring bag, I just put DS bag, would not be comfortable if filled up because the thin straps would dig into the shoulders. The clasps on the rucksack would be made to fit the hands of 95% of children from its target market. Is there anything else that we can say with regards to ergonomics and anthropometrics? The size. So the size of what? The size of the bag itself or the straps? Because I think we should comment on the straps. So the rucksack has adjustable straps, whereas the drawstring bag doesn't. So we can say the RS, just put RS, has adjustable straps, whereas the DS bag, so the drawstring bag, does not. All right, here you go. You can do your screenshots. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm just going to put it back up. You're welcome. Can't lie, we are not doing the maths today. So, these ones were like interesting. It's like the questions are getting more and more random. So, explain why designers look at the work of others before creating new designs. There's a myriad of reasons, and you guys have done this too. I'm pretty sure in your coursework or even in your theory last year in year 10, you looked at a range of designers. It's just one paper. For inspiration for what though? Because you don't want to get inspiration for someone else's ideas. What is it exactly you want inspiration for? Take their style. So that's what you don't want to do as a designer. Okay, so to find a gap in the market. So designers find a gap in the market or a problem that they want to solve, yeah? Or a problem okay, so popular, so that can be trends, yeah? They could look for trends to see what sells well. To see what the audience prefers. It helps understand the audience preferences. Sorry, I'm just looking at what you guys have put. Okay, Jack, we'll go with yours. They can also what? This question is so easy. That's an easy 3 marks. What materials are suitable? Okay. Other things you could have had is to make sure that their designs are original and new, to provide a starting point. We said that actually to make designs better. Colours, materials, new technologies, gives them a starting point rather than just having some blank paper. Okay? I'll bring that down so you can screenshot that one. Okay, did this paper today, my mocks. Oh, how did it go? Right, someone asked me if we could do the alarm clock questions, just because there's only 10 minutes left, so I thought I'd get onto these ones. So the papers these days are coming up with a drawing question. This one was one of the more fortunate drawing questions. So I hope those of you that did the mocks today didn't do too badly in this. So you should have learned last year or this year about different drawing styles. So when you see something drawn like this, so understood all of it, but the autographed one, I forgot to draw the line at the bottom. Oh, this one. Oh, never mind. Don't worry. It's just a mock, so next time you'll be really careful, won't you? So this is called an orthographic projection or orthographic drawing. You could have had, okay, the mark scheme, look. You could have third angle projection, third angle orthographic projection, orthographic drawing, or orthographic projection. Me personally, I would just write orthographic and you'd get the mark. You'd still get the mark. Spelling doesn't count. Your teacher knows what you mean. Yeah, he said, in year 11 DT, do you teach any theory or is it just NEA coursework? The NEA is the coursework, and at the moment they're just doing that, but we'll be finished by Easter to start revising again. But that's why they did all of the exam content last year, so year 11 will just be revision. Okay, complete figure 3 by adding the correct side view. So if that's the view from the top, it's an alarm clock, yeah? So you can see there's some buttons up here, yeah? Large round buttons. I will do EdXL next week, okay? If you join at 5:30. You've got 2 smaller buttons and you've got this pill-shaped button, yeah? And then from the front view, you can see here, that's the pill button. These are the 2 smaller buttons, and then you've got the wider buttons there. So I've got pencil and a ruler, and it's asking me to fill in the missing parts. I'm not allowed to show you the current NEA stuff, and that's my only class because I didn't have a class last year. There was no DT last year. Sorry, I've done it a bit wonky and rub out. So I don't have any examples, but you can ask is your teacher not going to assist you at all? Or why don't you go on YouTube and see if there's anyone that's uploaded theirs from last year or anything? So that's the bottom line. Still a bit wonky, still a bit trash. Which of the briefs did you pick for the NEA? Then you've got this line, which is in line with this line. Yeah, that. And it's a dash line because it's on the inside. Like that. Educational toys, that's a oh, okay. Then, so that is the side view of the big button. So we want to see the small button now. And then the pill button. So, I don't know if it really cares if it's not 1 mark if you added solid bottom. So you get a mark for this bottom line. Let's tick where we've got marks. There's 4 marks available here. So we've got that line. Hidden detail line. Don't know what it's on about. So you got this middle button. And then you got the front button. And then it wants you to put these dashes to show the middles. That's literally it. Do you want to screenshot that? How many times do you have year 11 in a fortnight? I have them, yeah, I do need some water, but I'll be off here in 5 minutes. I have my year 11s 4 lessons a week. Okay, so with this one, it's a 1-point perspective and your vanishing point is there. Now, they started off the lines for you already, so what you need to do is continue them up to your vanishing point. You're playing Fortnite. You have 5 lessons a week. That's sweet. I only have DT five times a fortnight. Oh, 5 times a fortnight. So I have mine 8 times a fortnight. So that means I'm quite unlucky then. Or unlucky, depends how you look at it. So yeah, start by drawing your lines up to the vanishing point. What happens if someone takes DT but can't draw? The drawing is minimal. The drawing is minimal, Chloe. It doesn't matter, really. Okay, so obviously you've got a missing button here, yeah? So this is the bird's eye view of it. Plan view, bird's eye view. It's got 3 buttons in a row. So you would need to draw this 3rd button in. So just do your best, even if you're not the best at drawing. And draw that in. You right?
Yeah.
On TikTok live.
What time are we going? I want to come with you.
I'm going Croydon today.
Huh?
I'm going Croydon today.
You're going to Croydon?
Croydon. Yeah, sorry. So you draw that button. And then you need to draw in the back edge and the side. Sorry, my colleague went in the lift. So use your ruler. Try to get a nice straight line. And it curves, doesn't it? It comes around here. Join that up to there. And then, hey girl. And then lastly, you got this front button here. So I'm gonna just freehand it. And then because it's 3D, just do the bottom of it. It's a 2-hour paper, Saf. What do we think? I think that's okay. What year? Oh, 2023. There you go. Did you do it like this, S? Did you draw it like that? Because if you did, then you would have got the marks. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But, oh, we didn't do it like that. I'm so sorry. Can I see the plan view? Yeah. So that's the plan view. Let me bring it up so you can see the whole thing. In fact, should I turn it? Does that make sense? I thought you were meant to do it 3D. It is 3D. Well, it is, but it says 1 point perspective. So they gave you the vanishing point. So you had to draw every line going towards that vanishing point. What manufacturing technique comes up on GCSEs? I don't really know what you mean. Does anybody know what that means? Charlotte, if you're going to keep being silly, then I'm going to block you because I think you might be being silly. I knew there was 3 buttons at the back because in the bird's eye view, you can see it's here. There's 3 at the back, 2 in the middle, and then it's like a pill-shaped one here. So, yeah. And then they gave you the 2, and there was just a gap for that 3rd one. Okay, it's 6:30, so I'm going to be getting gone. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you back next week. Bye-bye.